It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
Had a lot of fun Thursday morning during our live show, and we talked to a guy named John who's struggling a little bit with his online dating, and he thought he had the best way to slide into a girl's DMs, and we all thought it was actually kind of stupid. But the best news is you had good suggestions for how he should start these conversations. That's coming up in just a couple of seconds here in the podcast. Let's go.
Bingo, how fun.
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo. Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo.
Hurry up and call immediately if you fit one of the following two criteria so you can get the bingo. Are you somebody listening who
has a parent that did something cool back in their day? So this guy, he is so proud of his mom. She has made like all these weird cameos in commercials and movies that you've seen. She's like lady that walks in front of Ted Danson, you know, but he had this like highlight reel and he's like, I think that's my mom in that TV infomercial.
She is talking on the phone, getting out of hand, then attach the phone relief headset. It's that easy.
She passed away in 1999, so I felt like, 26 years later, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a God wink. For sure, every time I see it, I'm like, there's my mom, I'm just going to smile.
That's crazy. Like you all of a sudden get a video clip of your mom 25 years ago.
Well, a news station was doing like a little expose on funny gadgets that were created back in the day to make your life easier. And she's in the background being able to do things with both hands because she wasn't having to hold the phone. He's like, hey, that's my mom. So he thought it was pretty cool. So you have a parent that did something cool or notable back in the day.
I'm going to go on the hunt for anyone listening who has had to do CPR on a stranger.
Oh, wow.
All right. Like you rolled up to an accident. Maybe you were a coach and a kid went in a cardiac arrest or something like that. But you had to perform CPR on a stranger. They're saying, by the way, fewer and fewer people are learning CPR. Okay. And it's one of those things you can learn in 60 seconds. And it literally can save someone's life. So I'm looking for anyone listening who's actually done CPR on somebody you had no idea who they were. Or maybe we're looking for somebody listening who
has a parent that did something pretty cool back in the day and you'd love to talk about it.
Okay, let's go. First caller through gets the bingo, but you got to call now.
Oh, fun.
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo. Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo.
All right, so Debbie is patiently waiting, but we don't know. Is she somebody listening who
has a parent that did something pretty cool? They were airing on this local TV station back in the day, gadgets that just made your life easier. And it was a TV infomercial from the 90s. And this guy's watching. He's like, hey, that's my mom.
He is talking on the phone, getting out of hand, then attach the phone relief headset. It's that easy.
She passed away in 1999, so I felt like, 26 years later, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a God wink.
Oh.
For sure, every time I see it, I'm like, there's my mom, I'm just going to smile.
And that's incredible. But tell me, does this not sound like the dog on Family Guy?
He is talking on the phone, getting out of hand.
That's got to be the same guy.
What?
That's Brian, the dog on Family Guy.
He is talking on the phone, getting out of hand.
Guaranteed.
Isn't the dog Seth MacFarlane?
Does he do that voice? Does he do the voice of Brian?
I thought he did.
This sounds exactly like the dog on Family Guy, though, right?
He is talking on the phone, getting out of hand.
Yes.
Hey, Brian. So his mom is in like TV shows, like doing cameos, woman standing next to elevator, woman walking with purse fast, so that's kind of cool.
So you're looking for anyone listening whose parent has done something really, really awesome or noteworthy. I'm on the hunt for anyone listening who has done CPR on a stranger. I had to do it once on a stranger.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he passed away. It was a car accident that we rolled up on.
So did you just not pay attention?
Well, no.
Was
he was DOA. Okay. Like it was a traumatic head injury or whatever. But I tried and I tried and I tried. Debbie, which one do you fit?
With you, JJ.
Okay, let's go.
Wow.
So you had to do CPR on a stranger. First off, were you CPR like trained or did you just have to wing it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, been trained for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And did you train with the song Staying Alive? Because it has since changed.
I didn't know. I did not have that going through my head. But yeah.
So give us the scenario. You had to do CPR on somebody you didn't know. What happened?
We were at an auction. This was many, many years ago. And just this big guy goes down. And the auctioneer is like, does anybody know CPR? And there's already one gal up there. And she, of course, is doing the chest compressions. And I thought, well, lucky her. So, and nowadays you don't even have to, the mouth thing.
Right.
Yep.
So what did you do?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, your phone is breaking up. Debbie, what did you do?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There.
So all of a sudden, all right, you know what? This guy's down and out and just started. Yep, she's doing chest compressions. I'm on the mouth. But then there's the only thing that really bothered me. There was some guy standing over us critiquing. And I thought, you get your butt down here.
Right.
Let's stop.
So
Hop into action yourself.
my big question is, when they said, does anyone know CPR, was your first instinct to raise your paddle? No? Okay.
I did. I thought, you know what? Yeah.
Did he make it, Debbie? Did he die or did he make it?
He did. He actually made it.
All right.
Good.
He saved his
So
life.
that was kind of, it was like, all right, yeah.
What did he taste like?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was gross. It just, he had a denture and that was floating around.
Oh my God.
All right. But he lived to go to another auction. All right.
Did.
Well, Debbie, you're
So did
great.
I. After that, I had about 3 cocktails and it was all just,
Dominic, you found a way to beat the system and become caller number 10. Congratulations. What are you up to?
Nothing, just heading into work.
All right. What do you do, sir?
Financial advisor.
Okay. Now, I want to drop something on everyone real quick because I read it this morning and it made me feel icky. And I feel like it's my job to pass along the ick to all of you. Do you know, Dominic, that within 8 short weeks, you're probably going to be scraping snow off your car? Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't-
Unfortunately, I will be.
That sucks.
Yeah, but I like those videos where it's like 17 more sleeps until Christmas. You know, like I'll start posting those things. But
Do you at least have a heated garage or a situation where you don't have to scrape your car every morning?
We have a garage, not heated.
Yeah.
one last question: what are you investing in? What are you putting your money in? As an advisor, you're like, this is going to be big.
What's hot?
Yeah. All on red.
All in red.
Fair enough. Let's go with a guy that
Are you one of those where we have to pay you for your thoughts?
That's exactly what
Lame.
that meant.
I bet you're a Gen Z.
I don't think we have enough time for me to give you the right answer.
3% if I'm going to give you a tip. So
My guy's like, you just want to invest in shampoo. Everyone's going to need shampoo. So I'm like, all right. I just go along with it. Okay.
Apple always seems to work, right?
Yep.
Let's get it.
For now.
Dominic, in front of Kat, she has now opened the envelope that contains your dollar amount. We know it's between $1,000 and $5,000. So you got a $4,000 gap. You're going to guess your first guess, and then we'll start your 12-second clock. If you can figure out how much money with Kat's help is sitting in front of her, you can keep all of it. Do you have any questions for us?
No.
You would think a guy in the finance business would be able to figure this out rather quick. So we wish you the best of luck, and you're ready to go on your first guess.
3,200.
Lower.
2,500.
Higher.
3,000.
Lower.
2,800.
Higher.
2,875.
Higher.
2,888.
2888. I would have taken that. That was his last guess. It really was
2907. You were a good listener.
Yeah. So I'm on a bunch of dating sites, and I'm just not having success. I've been,
Okay.
messaging people, and I'm just left on red. It's getting a little frustrating at this point. I'm like, am I ugly? I don't know what's going on here.
So give me a number real quick. How many have you messaged and how many have not gone back to you?
I'm 9-0 right now. 9-0. Yeah, I reached
In
out
what
to
amount of
9,
time?
0 responded back. It's just been over this last month.
Okay. So you messaged 9 women in 1 month and not one has gotten back to you. What is your starting message? Like, what do you slide into the DMs with?
Well, I'm not trying to be a creeper, so I just usually put that emoji, the waving hand.
Okay, now this is where I want to stop. Hold on. I'm going to put you on hold for a second, John. This is where I want to stop. And I just want to know, let's say you're single, Kat, and this guy hits you with just the wavy hand.
Yeah.
Do you respond?
No, I don't.
I think we could probably all agree this is not the way you want to approach this,
I've
right?
never had a good start with a waving hand because then what is it? You say hello back and then they're like, hey, have you checked out my website? I have a new track that you have to listen to. I always feel like there's spam or scam.
Because that's what we get at the
coming
radio
after.
station. It's usually a wavy hand, and if you wave back, then it's like, hey, I'm an independent artist from Jordan, Minnesota. Have you heard my new hip-hop track?
Nothing good has ever followed the waving hand. It's not like you just have to say, oh, hey, I stumbled across your profile. I really enjoy this about you. I think that I would like to learn a little bit more. What I want you to picture, John, is that you walk up to somebody in a club and like just face to face, you just wave at them. And that is what you're doing.
Okay, so let's do this. If we can all agree that the waving hand is probably not the best way to approach somebody you've never met before on an online dating thing, what would be the best go-to? What would work on you?
Anything that was from my profile. So anything that you can relate to, and do not fake relate to it. So if I like to, let's say,
recumbent bikes.
Yes. If you like to lay back and bike at the same time, and you're like, hey, I have a flag on mine. Do you have a flag on yours? And then I'll say, I do. So you really value your safety. And then we will.
I do. When did you quit caring about your life?
And then we will converse about that. And who knows? I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Wedding bells in your future.
We're coming by.
On a serious note, though, as a woman listening right now, or even a guy, I don't care. What would be something that would actually get your attention on a dating profile? I think we can all agree that the wavy hand doesn't work. But as John's on hold, I would like for you to call real quick and just let him know what would be a good opening line. So a couple of seconds ago, we talked to a guy named John, and he had DM'd us earlier, and we said, let's bring this to the show because I think we've got a lot of listeners that might be able to help you out. So kind of new to dating apps. And so far this month, he's gone 0 for 9. He's hit up 9 different girls, hasn't got a response from any of them.
So we said, how are you hitting them up? When you slide into their DMs, what game you spitting? And he just sends the waving hand. And so for me, I picture like when you are conversing with people online, like how would that look face to face? And can you imagine a guy just walking up and waving his big hand in your face? And you're like, where are we going to go from here? So I think a more thoughtful approach needs to be made.
You need a great first line. Yeah. Derek had called a couple of seconds ago and he said,
tryouts are on Tuesday.
Tryouts are on Tuesday. Now that's great.
Calling the right radio station.
That's great, isn't it? That what you see, you look at it.
Come try out and vie for my love.
Tryouts are on Tuesday.
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
Sounds like a catch. So.
I like that. Hi, Hilda. How you doing today?
I'm good. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for calling the show. If you could help out John here for a second, what would be a great opening line? He's using all these apps. He's trying to get a date, and he's using the wavy hand, which we've all agreed sucks. What would you go with as an opening line?
Stop the emojis. Stop the small talk. Literally say, would you like to go out? Would you like to go out for lunch?
Yeah.
Because it's flooded with small talk. Meet up.
Ain't nobody got time in the online single game for small talk or
Hilda,
emojis.
Let's go out for lunch would work on you? You'd be like, sure.
Well, in my experience on dating apps, it's so much small talk and people just don't want to meet up anymore. So it's refreshing if somebody wants to meet you in person.
You know what's sad is that people feel like they're getting everybody, like getting the other person's all through the internet, which you can't, like you have to meet up with them and get a sense of who they are and have conversations face to face.
Why do you think people don't want to meet up?
I don't know, but you could talk and talk and talk, and then you meet somebody and you're like, absolutely not. I just wasted the last 2 weeks talking to this person.
Yes.
So it is refreshing to meet somebody face to face, and you know right away if they're going to work or not.
And how hot would that be? Like a forward man, if he's just like, hey, I think we need to meet up for, even if it's just coffee and a croissant.
Well, I married mine.
Oh.
I married the man that asked me out, and we went for coffee, and that was it, right?
So I got another suggestion for John. I want to run it past you since you're on the line, Hilda. Like a good opening line, like nice jugs is not good.
Not good.
Okay.
Definitely not.
You don't want to be complimented that way?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
it would be
delete.
so hard to watch if you were single.
Just trying things, guys. Just throwing it against the wall, seeing what sticks. Friday morning, going to get you 3 opportunities to win with free money high-low. That's up to $5,000 every time. One shot at $50,000. And, of course, Fridays mean Johnny D is going to be here with a couple of old-school mixes. So if you haven't experienced a Friday morning live with our show, Friday, do it. It's going to be well worth your time as we finish up our podcast.
All right. So when I was at Aldi the other day, I was going down the aisle. I had my list and I had passed by this woman, must have been in her 80s. She was all like slumped over, over
osteoporosis had kicked in.
Yeah. And she had her little list. And so she was an obvious shopper. And I passed by her in the bread aisle and then again in the home decor aisle. And then we're in like the pasta area. And I guess I hadn't noticed other aisles if she was doing this, but we were I was getting some taco stuff, and she is facing all of the cans of soup. And then she moved down to make sure all the boxes of pasta were lined up perfectly. So I was like, maybe she has a little OCD.
A lot of OCD.
To be doing this. And I wondered, obviously, like I said, I didn't notice that she had been doing this other areas of the store.
It is strange.
But she spent a good amount of time in that aisle. Things were not the way that she wanted. But I was like, that's one of the strangest things I've seen
when
in
you're
a
80,
long
you
time.
got a lot of time on your hands probably too. That was probably just making her happy.
Yeah. What's the strange thing that you've noticed lately?
I saw 2 turkeys doing it yesterday.
What does that even look like? Where is that area for them? Like same?
Like a dog.
Okay. So they mount.
Yeah. I've been taking a new way home because it's giving me, something happened like a couple years ago where like being out of the city is giving me great joy.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm taking like a different route home. It takes like 2 minutes longer, but it's all through the countryside. And
did you watch?
I just passed by. I was doing 55. So 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
I was just like, get it, guy. And that was it. And I said it out loud to myself. I'm like, get it.
Get it.
But I'd never, like, I'm not a city guy, but I'm also not a country bumpkin, so I'd never seen 2 turkeys doing it before.
Yeah.
And there's a spot that I drive by where I've noticed there are probably a half a dozen wild turkeys all the time. So I know to slow down a little bit because I don't want to clip one. But they were right on the side of the road showing it off for everyone. Like this guy's like, look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the big gobbler.
Get it.
He was getting it. I just remember going, get it.
Good for him.
I just kind of moved
You think she
on.
woke up today? She's like, oh, God, get away.
Probably not.
What did I even do last night?
Probably not. So what's the weirdest thing you've seen lately? Somebody had texted in what you saw at Aldi the other day is a direct response to somebody who had worked retail previously in life. You think this woman was like 80?
Yeah, she was definitely in her 80s. She was very slumped over. She was tiny little woman. And so she was like facing, and I used to work in a grocery store. That was my job from like midnight to 3. I would face the aisle. So everything looked great. And she was doing it to all the soups, all the pastas, just making her way down the aisle. And I was like, man, to have OCD, I wouldn't wish that on anybody because it's like you can't move forward in life without doing these. You have those intrusive thoughts. That has to be really tough. So
we just thought, what's the weirdest thing you've seen lately? Yesterday, I saw a couple of turkeys getting freaky.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Tom was after it. So I want to bring Dave on the show. I appreciate you holding. We know this has to do with New York. So tell us what's the weirdest thing you've seen lately?
Okay, my wife and I went to this grocery store in New York.
Okay.
And
so were you on vacation, obviously?
Yeah. We're just visiting family. There's a wedding in town.
Okay.
And they have this, I guess, like cameras and a software where it's like facial recognition. And it's like, whatever, there's signs, you will be recorded with facial recognition, whatever. And we go inside, and apparently they like save your data and like remember what you bought. So we're going down the store, and the grocery cart, I guess, is electric, and it's trying to like steer us in a direction. It's like, oh, we recognize you. Come back to this section. And I went to the grocery store once before I took my wife there, and I didn't, tell her. And I was like, bought ice cream. I didn't bring her any. I had it myself. And she was like, why is it bringing us to the ice cream section? And I'm like, I don't know. This is technology. Who knows? Maybe her face looks like someone else. And she figured it out. She's like, you came here before. You got ice cream without me. And I was like, whatever. So this machine is like snitching on me, and it's got my face, and I don't know.
This is wigging me out. Hold on one second. I'm not ready for this.
Biometrics?
I'm not ready to go to the grocery store and have the cart guide me to the place I shop most often.
Yeah. I mean, talk about Big Brother. I don't need my cart to like pull me. So in my car right now, I have that lane, like it will drive itself. My car will.
It'll keep me inside the lane.
If I go past a lane where you would merge left to go across a highway or something, it will yank my wheel.
Yeah.
And
which is super scary in slippery conditions.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're sliding off the road, and it's just adjusting for you.
For the people that like sleep in their cars and trust their car like that, like Tesla people, that is not a good idea.
Well,
but
it still has to see your eyes, and it wants to feel your hands on the wheel.
Can you imagine though, like knowing exactly what you need to get at the grocery store, and then it pulls you a different direction? The only way that it would be good for grocery stores is that you're going to spend more money. Like you're in there just for milk and honey, and that's it. And then you go You've never gone in.
I've never gone to the grocery store for just milk and honey.
But then you go in and they're like,
own.
no, you went to the cereal aisle last time. You need some more cereal. You need to go get lunch meat.
I don't want the grocery store knowing what I don't mind if I'm going to do a curbside pickup or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind you knowing what I'm eating, but I don't want that to be general public knowledge. If you look back on your yearbook, did you get to have a senior quote?
No.
My favorite of all time is from Abigail Ho, who said, I've been a hoe my whole life. That's my all-time favorite. But I
could not believe they let that slide.
She's been a hoe her entire life. Okay. I mean, she's paying homage to her, to her family name. So I thought, well, what if you could go back when you hit our point in life, wherever you are, and you could re-quote your senior year? What would your new quote be under your picture, Kat?
Probably like, I finally learned how to write good. Like really just make them say, damn it. That's what we're putting out there to the world. Lisa had sent in an actual picture of hers, and below hers is a senior quote. It says, I'm way cuter in person.
That's good.
Good job, Lisa.
I think mine would be, they can all call you fat, stupid, and ugly, but you've never licked a butthole. So I got that going for me. But
I don't know.
I know. I
Do
know.
You know?
I
Okay.
know.
Okay, well, good for you. No one likes a bragger, but
You can't say the same, huh?
no, I can definitely say the same. That's a dumpster.
Let's get your senior quote. If you could rewrite your senior quote. I want to say good morning to Ashley, who had texted in. My parents got divorced my senior year. So mine now would be, don't let other people's choices reflect your own.
Okay.
I like that. That's deep. If you could rewrite your senior quote today, based on how your life is going, what would it say? It was 13 years ago today on our show that we had a job shadow that came in here and was the most nervous young man I had ever met in my life.
But now he works for the city.
Yeah. So here's the story. This kid comes in. He shows up, 5-6 minutes in front of 6 o'clock. His mom had dropped him off, and he just kind of sat in the corner. And
just taking it all in as they normally do.
At the time, we had like a studio cam in here that would videotape everything that was going on.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we broadcast, it was on Twitch or something. And over the course of the morning, we noticed his nerves building up. And like for us every day to hit the button and, talk to hundreds of thousands of people, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But for him, he was very, very nervous to be in here. Didn't want to be on the air at all. Just wanted to observe.
Then the pacing started, and we're like, he's kind of making us feel strange. Why don't you sit down, brother? And
he takes a seat behind me to my left, and I can see Kat's eyes kind of darting over at him every once in a while. And all of a sudden, he lunges towards the garbage pail and
misses it
and throws up all over the carpeting in the studio. And you're like, we have carpet? No, we have carpet on the walls to deaden the sound, right? And to keep the acoustics right.
Yeah.
And he throws up all over it. and we're like, dude, can you call your mom? Maybe she should come back and get you. Oh, that's fine. She's just sitting outside.
Yeah.
So I hadn't realized that this mom had dropped her son off for a job shadow.
She was going to sit outside for 3 hours.
And he's in high school.
So
and
nice.
Eventually what had happened is this video went pretty viral of him throwing up all over our studio wall. And it got to the point where he went to school and took a whole bunch of grief from fellow students. But then it got so bad that people started calling his parents home. They had a landline at the time. And this is like 11 o'clock at night, and they would answer. They'd go, hello. And people would just go, bleh! And apparently this happened so much that mom and dad had contacted our boss and said, hey, is there any way you guys could take that down?
Yeah.
And by the time we looked to take it down, it had hundreds of thousands of views.
But now we look back and we can laugh and laugh.
It was so funny.
And he's married. He's moved on with life. Normally when something
Obviously,
like that
she never
happens
saw the video.
in adolescence, that will stunt you or bring you down the wrong path. But he good guy.
The poor parents, they're just like, oh, it's such a traumatic thing for their kid. And then everyone's calling, and I felt bad about it, and we took it down. But I remember digging in, too, when our boss pulls us in the office. I'm like, hey, that's our video. It's getting tons of hits. And he finally goes, just do the right thing. And
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we'll take it down. So that's the big anniversary today, the anniversary of the wall throw-ups.
A couple in Iowa has created a new type of non-alcoholic mocktail. Mocktails are a big thing right now. People are drinking less than ever, and they just want to focus on more healthier options, like incorporating mushrooms.
Of us being in that sober and sober curious category, we we still want like something fun to drink because I'm tired of carrying around water or like a pop or poppy or whatever it was.
We were kind of trying to bridge that gap between just NA beverages like a beer or a wine, and then, THC beverages are another really big one right now, versus this is not really giving you any sort of psychoactive effect.
Sober curious. That's the first time I've heard that term.
I know. I don't like it.
You mean like when you wake up?
So
you want to feel like...
He mentioned poppy. Have you ever tried poppy?
No.
Does Trisha drink poppy? It's really good for your gut. It has probiotics.
Yeah,
and
I know
stuff.
what you're talking about. She's had that before.
So the husband and wife, the owners and creators of that, just sold it to Pepsi for how much do you think? I mean, they're good.
$10 million.
For life. $1.9 billion. They sold that line because everybody is drinking it. So, it's just another option out there amongst so many options of drinks. This squirrel and squirrels, him and all of his friends, they are wreaking havoc in a town in California and sending people to the emergency room. They're just attacking for no reason.
Clomped onto my leg and it was just hanging on. His tail was flying up here,
What'd you do?
And I was like, get off me. And I kind of didn't want to touch it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's one of the victims.
Most
by the
squirrels
way.
understand English, so if you tell them to get off you, they usually react that way. But this
they go
one
back to the tree. They're like, well, did she tell you to get off her? Yeah, she did multiple times.
Just a savage.
Yeah.